Hello and welcome to the response to Group 3. Our group members are Stacy Freshcorn, Jennifer Cook, Query Williams, and Mary Wareheim. I am doing the voiceover for this Module 5 in order to show you what we as a team have decided should be the answers to our situation. So our case study had students that had an online interaction get into a fight on school grounds. So that poses some questions. The team posed these questions to us. What is the role of teachers in breaking up fights? So our team found some policies, New Hanover County Board policy. Physical restraint of students by school personnel shall be considered reasonable use of force when used in the following circumstances. So there's only a few circumstances where a teacher should be using that restraint, that physical restraint element. And that's to obtain possession of a weapon, maintain order, break up a fight, self-defense, the safety of the people around them, to escort a student safely from one area to another, if it's in the student's IEP, of course, and to prevent imminent destruction to school or another person's property. So excessive force is when you are doing it for other reasons besides this fact. You have to be very careful not to harm a student and not to go overboard. So we have to be very careful, and you need to have training. The staff should be trained in these physical restraint methods and when they should not use them. North Carolina law states that teachers are to maintain order and discipline and provide general well-being of students. School boards have adopted a variety of policies to uphold these tenets, and many schools specifically have policies in regards to cyberbullying. Actions that occur online that impact the safety of students at school should be addressed by school administration. Our team overwhelmingly agreed that we must be proactive as administrators. When something is happening online and we catch wind of it, we have to go as a united front, get the parent involved, get the students involved, and figure out what's going on and how to make a plan of action so that this does not escalate, but instead the situation gets de-escalated. So by an administrator stepping in and being proactive and figuring out what's going on, we can have a real positive impact. Are threats communicated over the internet a prompt for action? Like we've just said. Yes, of course. Even though an incident didn't occur on the campus, it doesn't mean that it doesn't have an impact at school. So it's our responsibility to address incidences of cyberbullying. Even though they may happen on devices outside of school, they have a direct impact on the safety and the well-being of students. So it can be a huge distraction to the learning environment. So taking care of these serious problems is very crucial to our job as administrators. What should happen to the parent who was acknowledged by the staff but failed to sign in? So this parent comes into the situation. As an administrator, your job is to gather the facts, gather the incident report. So two students were fighting. A parent gets into the situation without a pass, without signing in at the office. Well, we have to investigate. We have to interview the students, the staff, the parent, and watch the video evidence. The administration should advise the parent that all visitors must sign in at the desk, and if the evidence shows that the parent was simply removing his or her child from the situation, then no further action will be pursued. However, if that parent was instigating or increasing or fighting, getting involved with the students, that's a different matter entirely. Law enforcement should be involved. However, if the parent was simply removing his or her child from the situation, it's a very different situation. So last but not least, what responsibility does the student resource officer have? The SROs, what we call them, should respond to the incident as quickly as possible, and the main goal is protecting the students, to de-escalate the situation. De-escalation training should be number one on the SRO's mind. How can I make it so these teenagers can get safely out of this situation with the least amount of problems? So how can we make this better? Administration is required to keep their school safe learning environment. So students involved in the incident will be given consequences. Fighting at school is unacceptable. And it should be based on the policies that have already been set up by the district and the school. So administration should report incidents of violence not only to the police, but the incidences of violence should also be reported to the district, so the district is aware of what is going on. So thank you very much. We hope you enjoyed our response, and here are our references.